Welcome back to Kelly Tech, guys. Alright, so I just got this in. And let's see if we can get this in. Focus here. Retro Fighters StrikerDC Dreamcast Wireless Controller. So I've been waiting for this. I'm pretty stoked. And let's see. Yeah. Nice little box inside of a box. I like the Retro Fighters art, pretty cool. And the StrikerDC Wireless is a cutting-edge controller designed to provide an unparalleled gaming experience for the Dreamcast enthusiast. With its sleek, ergonomic design, the controller offers a range of features that set it apart from others in its class. The StrikerDC boasts an ergonomically designed layout, ensuring comfort during extended gameplay sessions. Oh wow, so it has Hall effect, can't even pronounce that, Hall effect analog sticks, basically the good ones. The StrikerDC Wireless eliminates any potential drift issues. Elevate your gaming to new heights with the StrikerDC Dreamcast Wireless Controller. Compatible with original Sega Dreamcast, no drift, Hall effect analog sticks, VMU dock included, and this right here is why I bought it, guys. It's got a VMU dock, so we'll jump into that, but that's important. 2.4 gigahertz wireless technology for low latency. 30-foot wireless range. Wireless vibration. Updatable firmware. Comfortable, accurate D-pad. That's important. Turbo functionality. They keep bragging about the ergonomic design. We'll see. USB rechargeable battery, which is real nice. And that's nice too. 10 hours of gameplay. Let's get this puppy open. So this is more what I wanted than I did the controller, if I'm being honest. Here it is. So, the reason why this is so good, guys, check this out. You got your VMU. Fits in there like a glove. Nice, small, compact. You can have it on the side of your Dreamcast and plug it in, like so. Hold on. Just got one right here. So, just like that, push that to the side, and it does not look ugly. I like it a lot. It's not ugly at all. Like, because the other option, you know, basically is this. You would have to, for me anyways, I would have to use this controller. So I got this, you know, gigantic controller and this stupid long cord. And then I would have to plug that in like this, put the VMU in here. That way you can save. I didn't like this. It was working for me because this is wireless. I have an internal mod that makes this all Bluetooth. I'll put a link to the video, top right hand corner, if you want to check that out. So there is the memory plate. And here's what everybody really came for. But I'm telling you, this is neat. This is the StrikerDC. If I can get it open. Try not to destroy the packaging on this stuff, but man, it's hard sometimes. There we go. Oh, it's in a little blanket. Packaging is really nice too on this. There it is. Wow, it's Huh. Oh yeah, the D-pad's nice. Oh wow. This is the first time I've ever actually messed with this. Nice. So if you put them side by side, you know, you can totally see that this is way better, you know, ergonomically, they keep talking about. It is a lot better. This was a little, I got used to it, I'm not gonna lie, I did get used to it and kind of liked it. But the wire, I just can't do it anymore, it's too far away. My TV's too large and I'd be way too close with this cord. So, getting rid of this, and I'll be using this from now on. A lot better. Pretty cool. I did think it was Bluetooth. I did not realize it said it was 2.4. So, hope that's not going to be an issue. And that is what it's going to look like, guys. So, I'm going to play around with it a bit. Try to figure out what's good and what's bad. Alright guys, I have done some testing on this controller. And I have come to the conclusion that I really like this. And here's why. So, first off, in my situation, it's absolutely perfect. I have a Bluetooth mod made by iBlue Control. It didn't have a built-in memory card, which was a huge bummer because I had no way to save. And this fixes that confusion. So, we just get the dock there, stick your VMU in, and you're good to go because your controller, Retro Fighter, connects directly to that dock. And it connects really fast too, like there's no messing around. You hit the power button, it's connected. Like so. Let's see if I can get this in here. Power button. See that? Oh, you missed it. It's right there, like it's connected. It's not even on the screen yet, it just popped up. I think you might have been able to catch that, but yeah, thing connects, works great. Yeah, the D-pad is amazing. I like it a lot. You know a good D-pad when you feel one right away, and this is nice. Like it a lot. Actually, all the buttons are really good. The Hall effects are over here. It really reminds me of an Xbox, you know, and you know how much Xbox controllers are. Geez, stuff's getting expensive. The buttons are nice. The click is perfect to me. A little weird that they put dual buttons. Overall, the build is great. And what's cool about this is there's not two big gaping slots, one for a VMU and one for a rumble. So the rumble is built in and the VMU is down by the console there. So I really like this controller. Now, the question is, lag. Is there any lag? And you know what? I couldn't tell. I was playing games just as good as if I had the original Dreamcast remote in my hand. And yes, I said remote. I'm bad for that, guys. I call controllers remote. It just shows my age. Anyways, I'm hoping that I can show you the lag. I'm not really sure if this is going to work correctly, but I'm going to hopefully start a game, hit the jump button, and, you know, slow it down, and we'll see how bad the lag really is. So first off, let's find a game. Alright guys, so there's the kick. And hopefully you can see my thumb. So that's the original Dreamcast remote. So hopefully that will give us an idea of how bad the lag is on both controllers. Alright guys, well that pretty much sums up the review for the DC Striker Retro Fighters controller. I like it. It's a great little controller. Do I wish it was cheaper? Of course. But you get what you pay for. I love the dock. I love the controller. I do recommend it if interested. Especially if you have the same Bluetooth mod that I have. It's a must for that. Well guys, thanks for sticking around to the end. Hope you liked this one. I hope you learned something. And as always, have a tech day.